Lovio stood on the rooftop, the vibrancy of the city beneath her a stark contrast to the darkness that had consumed her for centuries. The neon lights of the streets below flickered, casting an otherworldly glow on her sinister figure as she gazed out into the night. Her sharp eyes scanned the horizon, taking in the sights and sounds of the city she had vowed to protect. As a member of the mission, a secretive society, Louis Ilovia was dedicated to maintaining the balance between their missions and the supernatural realm. Louis Lovie had always prided herself on her skills, but tonight she was uneasy. Louis Lovie stood on the rooftop, her eyes sharp and vigilant. As the foreboding feeling in the pit of her stomach grew stronger, Louis Lovia knew she had to act. She decided to set up at the stakeout area. Hours turned into long, restless minutes as she blended with the shadows, her senses heightened as she waited for any sign of trouble. This was her city to protect, but tonight something felt off. Then, as the clock struck midnight, it happened. A figure emerged from the shadows, her presence ghostly and ethereal. Louis Lovie's heart raced as she recognized the woman from last night. This was the catalyst, the moment that would set Louis Lovia on a collision course with the unknown, a threat that could unravel everything she held dear. How did she produce that door? Louis Lovia thought she had the upper hand as she followed the woman, the chill of the night air seeping into her bones. But just as she closed in on her target, the woman disappeared into thin air, leaving Louis Lovia alone and frustrated. The dead ends and false trails only heightened her desperation, pushing her to the brink of madness. Yet tonight an unease gnawed at her. In a moment of reckoning, the woman may be a necromancer. A cunning and powerful adversary seemed to anticipate Louis Lovier's every move. She knew Louis Lovier was there at every turn. The city itself seemed to turn against Louis Lovier, its once familiar streets now brimming with malevolent energy that sapped Louis Lovier's strength and resolve. The necromancer cornered Louis Lovier in a decrepit alley, her dark laughter echoing off the walls like a death knell. With a wave of her hand, she unleashed a wave of dark energy that sent Louis Lovier crashing to the ground. As Louis Lovier lay on the ground bruised, she said to the woman, "I saw you last night at an assignment that I had, and you left all of that carnage." This was the moment that could unravel everything. Louis Lovie was done with the shenanigans, so she let her vampiric nature speak for her and change her. She roared, "Why?" With a renewed sense of purpose, Louis Lovier squared her shoulders and stepped into the abyss, ready to face whatever horrors awaited her. Frustration grew, pushing Louis Lovier to the edge. Louis Lovier and Conchita are standing in the same woods again because each felt the woods would tell them more about each other without direct questioning. The woman, a cunning necromancer, seemed to anticipate her every move. Louis Lovier and Conchita, both ferocious women, necromancer and vampire, were standing in the same woods again, because each felt the woods would tell them more about each other without direct questioning. The city itself turned against Louis Lovier, its streets brimming with malevolent energy. Conchita, Amazonian heritage ethereal ghost, answered, and told Louis Lovier, the vampire, "Yes, I saw that you appeared to be watching me deep in the woods with binoculars as you were laying in a prone position. Are you with the mission?" A close-up of Louis Lovier's face. Her brow is furrowed in thought, eyes slightly narrowed, with a single sweat bead visible, Louis Lovier's vampiric full body, as she takes a step back with one foot, body tense with surprise, arms slightly extending to her sides, eyes widened. "How do you know about the mission?" Her newfound strength gave Louis Lovie purpose. Louis Lovie's vampiric body language and agitation were enough confirmation for Conchita, and her Amazonian heritage caused her ethereal form to disappear quickly through door she created with smoke. Conchita is sitting on the edge of a bed in a dimly lit room. She's hunched over, elbows on her knees, with a hand gripping her hair. Her eyes are wide and her brow is furrowed, showing worry. The room is sparsely furnished, suggesting a temporary or covert location. The scene goes back to a wider shot of the dimly lit room, but this time Conchita, ferocious Amazonian heritage, is pacing back and forth, hands clasped behind her back. She looks agitated and restless. Through the window behind her, we see a sliver of the red blood moon. Conchita has stopped pacing in the moonlit room and is now looking directly ahead. Her expression is one of focused, simmering anger, with a sharp glint in her eye. Her hands are now clenched into fists, a flashback panel styled as a memory. It shows Conchita in the woods from the previous night, a blurred image of a figure hidden amongst the trees, the woman in the background. Conchita is a darker, more shadowed silhouette in the foreground, with a weapon in her hand. How do you know about the mission? Conchita vanished through a smoky door, leaving more questions than answers. In a dimly lit room, Conchita paced restlessly, the blood moon casting an eerie glow. Her anger simmered, a dark flashback of their previous night's encounter playing in her mind. The clash between vampires and necromancers has only just begun. This is Louis Levy's story, and she's ready to face the darkness head-on. Stay tuned for more epic battles in Shadow Sisters Part 4, based on Desiree Sims' book You Watch My Back and I Will Watch Yours. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more thrilling updates. Check out our Rich and Rich Home Opportunities shop.